Hello everyone, this is Bigalski.
And JTB.
And this is Chapter 2 of Ninja Gaiden 04. I'm playing it on the 360, commentary with my good buddy JTB. And I'd said at the last chapter, I forgot why I had refought those enemies to get a better essence score. It's because of this. If you look at my save on save 3, this was before the Mirai fight. And look what happens at save 4. It jumped up to 3 hours and 10 minutes. And I have no idea why it did that. And this is my save, my fifth save in chapter 7. You can see I'm at 3 hours and 16 minutes. So there's no way, it jumped like that. So whenever I saved it, it was 3 hours and 13 minutes. And I think that's the reason why I decided to go back and play. And the bonus was I ended up with like 3,000 more essence. Now here's something that I don't think has really been shown. This is not in Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yes.
But this is where we've talked about using essence techniques and ultimate techniques or ETs. And I always thought it said it, but it doesn't. It all says ultimate techniques. So I'm not sure where we got the essence. See, it says this is your first ultimate technique. So I'm not sure where we got ET or essence technique, but we've just used it for so long now. I don't see how I could ever really go back.
Maybe it's because of the move. I just noticed it's like the regular versions, the extinction straight slash. Maybe that's where it comes from. ET.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I've always wondered that too. Like, where did we get ET from? I don't really know.
I mean, I could have swore he said, essence technique, but... The other part about a UT that it said, it extracts more essence from the enemies. I mean, that's where all your essence comes from. So I know it's boring to ET your way through, but either you're going to fight them however you want to fight them, and then if you want to get the UF, you're going to have to essence farm somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you learn to fight them without, with UTs, you're not going to have to essence farm that bad. So anyway.
And it's worth mentioning the essence system in this game. I would think it's the same as in HP1, isn't it? Like the way the numbers work, like the way the orbs can only hold a certain amount. Because in this game, when you kill enemies with a UT, certain enemies they give you 2 essence orbs instead of 1.
Right.
If you do like high combos with essence, high combos with UTs, like they'll give you more than 1 essence orb. And I really prefer that essence system. I kind of wish that was in Black, to be honest. Every enemy only giving you 1 orb. It's just more fun when you get, a ton of orbs out of a guy. It just makes it a bit more interesting.
Well, if you notice, what messed me up on that fight is I went to go Fiend Sealer, and because the guy was too close, I ended up doing the hold Y move, and that just really kind of threw me off right there. So on the next time, I rolled away so I could Fiend Sealer the guy. Pay attention to that whenever you're playing, even on Ninja Gaiden Black. To try to roll away to Fiend Sealer, because if an enemy's close, he's going to do the stupid hold Y move that I can't stand.
The Blade of the Undefeatable.
Well, that's oh my god, I hate that.
That's what that move is called, and it is so bad. Real quick to note though, one thing, as we mentioned in the last video, that you cannot do in this game, you can't do forward Y into forward Y. So enemies that require guard breaking or armor breaking with the Dragon Sword, you can use X hold down Y into forward Y, and that will then, you'll get your launch on them that way.
I was wondering why I couldn't do that forward Y into forward Y. I just thought, man, Alan, you're really playing bad right now.
No, that's actually impossible in this game, unfortunately.
Well, I think it happens a few times, so I'm glad. Oh, look at that. That was
cheeky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, again, I tried to roll away, and of course the other guy came up behind me that I didn't see. But there's a good example of rolling into a Fiend Sealer whenever you can.
How many enemies did you get here? You got was that 60 seconds on the clock?
I think I get 9.
Yeah, I was going to say, surely you must get more than 6. Because what we mentioned in the other video, like the enemy types are the same. Like you'll still get the same enemies, but on the higher difficulties, you just tend to get a lot more, of the enemies in the encounters.
I guess I'm getting 10. Yeah, that's why I didn't even think of that. That's how bad I play. I didn't even think of that. About not being able to do the forward Y into the forward Y, because I keep trying it, and it's like, man, you're really not. doing a very good job of that.
I think,
but here I think I show this.
To...
Pick up the bow. You get a Nympho here. You get an elixir here. You know, me not paying attention, I think I picked up the Nympho. So it's like, man, where the hell is the damn thing? And I picked up the elixir.
Yeah, I don't think I actually noticed that on landing thing until I went back to HP 1 to do that Karma run.
Oh, really?
That's when I first realized it, yeah.
But see, I showed this just to show the essence that I ended up having. You know, it was over 17,000. I didn't do a lot of UTs to build my essence up over 4,000 points from the last video. So it was refighting that. And again, it just shows you I spent the same amount of time, but I scored 3,000 more essence because I was focusing more on collecting the white guy's essence versus, just collecting any essence. And I wanted to show something a little bit different here because I'm not sure if people ever really tried this, but I think I just used Nympho here because you have it if you bought it. Usually it'll fill 2 or 3 because you're going to refill it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's something if you get yourself in trouble, use what are the targets to refill. See, and I'm sorry about
noticing that the timer's going away.
Yeah, I know. See, my big heavy fingers, man. And see, like I said, that's because I pressed almost the middle of my thumb, not the tip of it. And I keep it right on that. So I ended up, when I'm moving, I end up pressing it. Yeah. So you're going to see that throughout the whole thing. Sorry about that, guys. But again, use this to your advantage. And again, there's the 2 level of zooms and my no shooting ability with the bow. I suck at the bow. I really do. I haven't put it on my TV yet, but I am going to mark a little dot once I get to that point.
I just remembered as well, Masakado doesn't count as a boss, does he, in this game? No. As a kill bonus, yeah.
Right. So again, use the stuff to your advantage that the game gives you. And I go back and save.
There is actually some yellow essence in there too, isn't there? You don't get a lot.
On the other target, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only single. You're better off replacing your Nympho or health if you need it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I took the easy, cheesy way out because this has to be one of the hardest fights in the whole game if you don't use Nympho. And I'm not going to put myself through that. But here's another aspect of this, too. Not having the lunar is pretty brutal right there because you can sit there and get the guys to kind of get together on each other. See, I tried to Fiend Sealer them, but in Ninja Gaiden, they didn't do that.
Yeah,
they don't group up. One guy will kind of stand away.
Yeah, they do, and you can't charge UTs as well, which is another. I think that's another main reason this is so hard.
Yeah, you could but even in that corner, they can pick you off pretty good. So that's one reason why I wanted to, and be here at the right location. If I was a little bit more to the left, he would have just gone around it.
I suppose we're leaving out the elephant in the room, the fact that the horseman archer, is just he never misses.
Oh, it's brutal. That's the reason I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I will put a link. There's only one person that I know of in the whole world of playing this game that has actually made this time limit without using Nympho, and that's JTB. I mean, Kiori didn't do it. Platinum didn't do it. Any of the good players that you have known back in the day. I remember Kiori trying it, and he said he couldn't do it. So I don't know if he put a lot of time in it, and I'm not disparaging him at all because he's one of the best ever. But that's how hard this fight was considered in making the time limit. I'm guessing
he probably just didn't put a lot of time in it, honestly. I think if he'd have really, committed to that, he would have done it.
Well, I think you coming up with the kicking, we were talking about that when we met out with Weeble and P. Saren about the kicking that would stun the horse.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really helped. Now, this is not I didn't really like this run at the beginning, and I almost reset. But since I got my Nympho back, I said, well, let me just see where it goes.
Oh, one little difference as well, I forgot to mention it. The mages, on the high difficulties, they still only shoot one fireball at you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And one thing you do notice here as well, though, is in comparison to very hard on even Master Ninja, just like pay attention to how much damage the enemies deal when they hit you. It's way higher than it is in Black.
Because you can't control the camera. See, I thought I was absorbed my essence. I didn't mean to. But because you can't control the camera, you really don't want to look out over the middle if you can help it, because the last thing you want is a mage behind you and a mage in front of you and you can't see him. So that's the reason I always try to stay at the very end. That was kind of unlucky.
Yeah.
There's 12 mages here, I believe. I'm not sure if... I tried to shoot him with the... I'm not sure if he... whenever Masakato dies, it kills him. Or kills the last two. I'm not sure of that.
I'm not sure if that actually happens on NGO4.
And see, not having the ability to charge as well hurts you on something like this. But yeah, look at the kill bonus.
Wow, how far did Ryu just shoot that arrow just then?
I'm a badass.
Did you see that go like all the way out?
So, not having the camera control is just something that's, it's taken me a while to get used to. But on that fight, and I even said it in Black, try not to look out over the screen or over the whole playing field as you can. Now, the time limit for that is 15 minutes. I mean, you've got plenty of time there. 52 enemies. That's the most that you can get. I'm not worried about my essence bonus. This is just going through. But that is it for this chapter. Again, I will put that link to JTB killing those guys. It's very, very impressive to watch that. Congratulations to him. If you want a really good challenge in the game, try it. Please, anybody who wants to try it, try doing it. And you'll see how brutal those archers can be.
It's like every archer that comes in, it's like Hawkeye and it's Green Arrow. It's like Robin Hood. Like there's no jobber archers in NGO4. Like they're all super good.
Well, you'll get used to that dit.
Yeah.
As there,
it's not just that though. Like it's the speed. It's not just the accuracy, but it's they just pummel you. Like it's crazy.
So, like I said, I'm going back to get the extra essence to buy me an extra Nimpo made that fight a lot easier than it really is if you don't use Nimpo. I've done it in the past without it, and it's something that I don't want to relive that anymore if I don't have to. So, that's it for Chapter 2, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everyone.